feel weird here. Over here. This is Sarah from Align with Sarah. The second Tuesday of every month, I do a live stream for tapping to release anxiety. And I'm real excited to say that I got a new phone, and the new phone is getting ready to be my new phone. It's not ready yet, so I'm not able to live stream on the link that I originally planned on. So we'll see who makes it here. I didn't even think about this until 3 minutes ago when I was trying to get the link to begin streaming on the computer. But here we are anyway. We will just keep going. And I think it's a great lesson to bring into our work in this moment. We very often have like the best intentions with our plans. And I am like living, like Wikipedia can take a snapshot of my life. And it's like the 80-20 rule, or even like more applies with what I plan to do not happening versus is the 80%. 20% is what I plan on happening. And it sort of just like falls into place. The live stream is definitely one of them. And rattle me used to really kind of like, well, it would create this thought that I was not connected to of this supposed to. It was supposed to work. It was supposed to be here. It was supposed to come today. This person was supposed to do this. And when we're in that mindset of supposed to, it could very easily trigger that stress response, trigger that emotional release of those chemicals, of the emotion of anxiety. And this is where we are now. You know, I'm talking to myself. There's 0 people here, and I can't let it affect me because there's honestly nothing I can do about it. And that keeps my mindset on track for not losing the rhythm of my calmness, not losing energy into that outpouring of trying to control things that I cannot control. And if you have heard anything that comes out of my mouth when I'm talking about anxiety, those are the things that feed that emotion, that emotional response. And I know that that's a hot topic sometimes for people because they want the anxiety to be so much more. And my question is always, why? Why don't you want to just be your best self? And our best self is not including the molecules of emotion that create any form of fear. And anxiety is a form of fear, in my opinion. So I always push that thought that anxiety is an emotion, trying to control things that we cannot control, other people, situations, just freak things that just happen. That feeds our learned response of dumping those chemicals into our bloodstream from the stimulation from our environment to have the emotion of anxiety. We need to learn something new. We need to teach our mind, our body, our responses something new. And the kryptonite, I like to call it the kryptonite of anxiety, is action. Just keep going. Just who cares? Who cares? We can help people find this video later. And I mean me. Or yeah, I can email it to my email list. I can whatever. It's like, just keep going. So we're going to invite in that information. Hopefully that feels light. Hopefully maybe that brings some awareness to how much you're holding on to the identity of anxiety, what other people need to do for me. Like, we can't control that. We can't control being able to rely on technology, being able to rely on people, being able to rely on what's always kind of been okay. We are put in charge of actively engaging in this learning process, noticing, listening, shifting, and heading towards our goals with love. So as we tap to release anxiety, here in this moment, we are going to begin like we always do with the karate chop point, the side of the hand, this like meaty part. I tend to use my flat hand. I'm right-handed, so I just take my right hand and start tapping on my left hand. Some people choose to kind of do this like rosebud sort of thing, whatever feels natural, whatever feels great. We begin here with the heart and the small intestine. And we acknowledge the struggle. Even though I have a clear memory, even though I connected to those emotions of anxiety, frustration, I can recognize they're still there. That response, that reaction. I love and I accept myself just the way I am. Even though I have that panic response when things aren't going my way, I love and I accept myself just the way I am. Even though sometimes things feel like they're not going my way, those bad behaviors, old behaviors, negative behaviors sneak in. It's okay. I notice them now. I love and I accept myself just the way I am. It's a beautiful journey. I'm here for me. Me, myself, and I. We're on the journey together. And anyone else that's welcome to learn a little bit more self-love, self-acceptance. We can walk together. So I'm moving to the top of my eye. Oops. Just saying out loud or thinking about it as we're doing this video. Maybe you're listening. Even though I have this response, frustration, anxiety, I choose to let it go. On the side of the eye, this reaction can turn into a response, which then can turn into new behavior. It's a process. I let go of all that does not serve me. Under the eye, this feeling of anxiety and all those emotions that go with it, I choose to let them go. I choose to begin the process of letting them go. It's great to take a deep breath when you're working with tapping. That deep breath helps initiate that vagus nerve, our diaphragm, that solar plexus area. You can't see it here, our diaphragm, which is that chakra, the solar plexus chakra that helps us decide what we keep and what we release. That deep breath helps reset our nervous system, and it just feels good. I'm spending some time here under the nose. This is large intestine meridian. And it's another reason why I'm talking about what I'm talking about. The large intestine organ, the large intestine meridian is in charge of letting go. I choose to let go of the embrace that I have around anxiety. Okay, let's come to the chin. We tapped there for quite a while. We're going to be here for just a moment on the chin. Even though I have these old patterns, they are just patterns. They are just behavior. I can learn new behavior. I could learn new habits. First, I need to be aware. I choose to let go of the resistance. Down here, this is called the collarbone. This is my collarbone. My fingers are tapping just underneath that collarbone. Even though I have this pattern of anxiety, frustration, cascade of emotions connected to anxiety, I choose to let it go. Under, this is called the armpit point. This is my armpit. I'm just below it. The strap of a bra is a great guideline. If you have that in your skill set or resources, aim for just below the armpit. Even though I have these patterns, anxiety, frustration, desire for something else, smoother path, I choose to let go of those patterns, let go of that vibration. And that deep breath. Up here, I choose to let go just a little bit, maybe a lot, committing to just a little bit of this cycle of anxiety. Side of the eye, I choose to let go of this cycle of anxiety. Under the eye, I choose to let go of this cycle of anxiety. Under the nose, I choose to let go of something that's part of this cycle of anxiety. The chin, I choose to let go of this cycle of anxiety. Collarbone, I choose to let go of something in this cycle of anxiety. Under the arm, I choose to let go of this cycle of anxiety. A piece of it, all of it. I'm ready for something new. And we're going to end with that tap at the top of the head, crown chakra, sorting out our energy, this really great point that creates a vibration through the whole center body, whether we're aware of it or not. It helps us prepare to receive the best of what we are able to receive starting right now. And we're going to stop tapping. We're going to take a moment. Notice what might feel different. Notice what we might be resisting. A lot of times people want that healing to be hard. They want things to be hard and complicated, and that's fine, but it doesn't have to be. This is a story we tell. When we work with things like tapping, the healing modality I offer, restorative healing, energy work for balancing the energy of the body so we can manifest something new. Restorative healing works with a bunch of modalities. And as we're resetting the energy, it allows us to be aware of the thoughts that we're having, the behavior that we're engaged in, our routines for the day, what we're talking about, who we're talking about, what we're eating, why we're eating it, what we're avoiding. Because it's very much like Rumi says with you can't talk to a fish about water. When we believe life is just, we're just this victim, we're just floating around, we're, the us and the them, that's our reality. That's our personality. That's our personal reality. We are vibing with that. When we're ready to change, sometimes we put changes into effect and we have self-sabotaging behavior or we have obstacles show up. That's a sign that we're trying to move back. We're manifesting things so that we can move back into our comfort zone. Comfort zone is not a high functioning zone. Comfort zone is what we know. If we know how to be a victim, if we know how to choose crappy partners, if we know how to struggle financially, if we know how to whatever, our energy is going to want to return to that unless we're actively giving that change attention. And here in our tapping routine, we've just opened up the opportunity of noticing that cycle of anxiety, thinking about it as an emotion. Maybe that's a little bit different for you. But knowing that we have control of that because that choice to be happy, that choice to be sad, that choice to let things go, that choice for anything, it's a response to our assessment of our environment based on our past experiences. If we want new experiences, we have to actively engage in the thought that it's a possibility. Oh, geez, I guess my phone is ready. Woo, jeepers. Okay. Woo, my phone's ready, everybody. Oh, that was very funny. Okay, so I'm out of my, back into real life. I'm out of my La La Land, which is great. And I hope this video finds you as soon as you need it and feels like a resource. If you're interested in how I can help you reset all of those inner beliefs, I have a great website that has an incredibly overwhelming amount of information on it. It's just alignwithsarah.com, just like this channel is Align with Sarah. And there's information about classes I offer online as well as in the classroom space that is part of my practice. And then connecting with me either in person or remotely is a great way to at least have a conversation about what might be going on and hear it in a new way with any symptoms of chronic pain that you have. Okay, so I will talk to you again real soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.